Follow all Moessieurs news on his website, www.moessieurs.com. And on his Facebook Moessieurs and Instagram Moessieurs13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hi dear Moessieurs followers, and welcome for that new Quick Friday for MODX Plus, and the today topic is about using your MODX Plus as a sound card and MIDI interface. If you have a laptop and you do not want to buy a sound card, your MODX Plus is largely enough to do that. That's what we are going to see today for audio and for MIDI recording in Cubase, of course, for me. But just before to start, if you're not already a Moessieux YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. If you like that video content, please click on like. And if you want to support the channel for all the video I release for you on YouTube, you have two ways. Bottom right of the video, you have the super thanks. It's like a one-shot donation. Or for a monthly fee less than €3, you can become a Moessieux community member and you will have some private video just for you. All the video I release, you will have them in preview up 4 weeks in advance from the other followers, and the two are without any advertising. No publicity cutting us up to the video. For preview come to the public view, of course. And if you book a Moessieux masterclass with me, you have, as soon as you stay a member of the community, 15-minute extra time.
In this video, I'll explain how to use your MODX Plus, MODX, or Montage first generation connected to your computer as a sound card. First of all, you'll need to install the Yamaha Steinberg USB MIDI audio driver on your computer. With your MODX Plus, you don't need a sound card. You can even connect another keyboard or synthesizer to the 5-pin DIN MIDI in and out sockets and use them with your favorite DAW. In my example, I've only connected the in. It'll work just as well with the out. You'll also be able to record audio with a dedicated bus and audio track. How to do this? Go to Utility, Audio I/O. If you want to record a microphone, guitar or bass, select mic. If you want to record a synthesizer, a stage keyboard or an electronic drum kit, select line. Even if we're going to use the 5-pin DIN MIDI sockets, we're staying on USB. In fact, what I need to explain to you is that port 3 is the MODX Plus relay. Port 3 communicates directly with the 5-pin DIN MIDI sockets. It allows us to catch the signal and send it back to Cubase. Or from Cubase, send it back to the connected synthesizer, rack or MIDI instrument. We have set all basic settings on the MODX Plus. Let's go to Cubase. I've left my MODX Plus view in Cubase. To get all of this on screen, I opened a MODX multi-channel recording project. That's why, for the Montage M, I'll do another one video. If you've installed MODX Connect or Montage Connect, you've got everything pre-configured. I've closed MODX Connect. I don't need it for that video. I'll show you the audio bus and MIDI port settings. We'll go to Studio Setup, in Audio System, select Yamaha Steinberg USB Audio. You can see all audio buses here, MODX Plus in and out. You've got the two main buses, corresponding to the main LR output, and the USB buses running from 1 to 10 and then digital. And you've got the MODX Plus input buses here too. If you go to MIDI port configuration, that's where you'll see the MIDI ports. To explain, port 1 is all notes what you play on the keyboard. As example, if I mute the sound, it's also when I move a controller as event communication. Port 2 is when you're working with a virtual instrument or Cubase, and you want to take it under control. That's the remote port. For certain uses, you can do them without this remote port. I'll show this in a private video with the Arturia software. Our famous port 3 must be active, as it communicates directly with the MIDI 5-pin DIN in and out sockets. If you have a sequencer software other than Cubase, you'll need to adapt a little. Then in Studio, Studio configuration, inputs for Cubase. You'll see that it's main LR, but you'll also see that these are dedicated input buses. Stereo USB, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, all configured. On the output side, I have the main LR and the digital. I remind you that there is no assignable output on MODX Plus or MODX. When you open your project with MODX Connect, once you've installed it, it gives you project templates including multi-channel recording. You've got everything. I've hidden some tracks. You've got the 16 MIDI tracks, and you've got all the audio tracks, 5 stereo by default. I've hidden some, to win space here on the screen. Now, when I'm connected like this, how do I see the incoming MIDI signal? Either I have to be in rec, ready to record, or I need to have activated the little speaker to listen. On my MIDI track 1, I've assigned port 3 input. If I'm connected to MODX Plus MIDI in, I must also select port 3 as Cubase output. When I play my Yamaha CK, you can see that the signal is coming. If I move a CK controller, the modulation wheel, the pitch bend, you can see the MIDI signal too. By clicking on Rec, and can record your MIDI track now. Remember, the CK is a single-channel MIDI device, so you can't record directly on MIDI track 2 if you set it on MIDI channel 1. For audio, as you've seen, I use the main LR, the MODX Plus main output. I can benefit of my MODX Plus performance system effects. If I add reverb, let's cut the reverb, and you've also got 2 insert effects, they weren't activated there. To complete the sound of your other synthesizer, a nice DX7 as example, you could add the effects. You want to record it on a separate track, because at the same time, you'll be playing tracks from the MODX Plus. I'll explain how it's done. By default in this multi-channel recording project, 5 stereo audio tracks are created. I've only kept 2 for a better screen viewing. The first is set by default on main LR bus, so how to record on the second? It's on USB 1.2. On my AD input screen, I can adjust its volume here. I can set it to 120 for example. It's in stereo of course. Here instead of USB stereo, I can assign bus 1.2. And now look carefully here. You can see that I can record now my Yamaha CK on that dedicated track, or any other gear that may be connected. This is totally independent. Obviously, on MODX Plus, I mustn't use the 1.2 bus at the same time, otherwise the 2 sources will be mixed on this audio track. Now, you know how to record in MIDI an instrument connected to the MIDI 5-pin DIN socket, and record its audio on a dedicated track.
This is video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. As a reminder, you can book your Moessieux Masterclass directly on the Music Arcspace platform. See you soon for one other Moessieux video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moessieurs Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moessieurs' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, Music Hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro Sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moessieurs 1-to-1 session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moessieurs calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moessieurs video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!